นี่ก็ยังမျက်စိအမြင်ရှိအောင်ပြုလုပ်ပြီးတော့ပြုလုပ်ရမှာအခြေခံသီလပြည့်စုံရမယ်ဆိုတာပြတော့ပါတယ်ဒီသီလပြည့်စုံခြင်းဖြင့်သီလမပြည့်စုံလို့လူလူကြီးကြီးဆိုတော့ကာကရရကာကအဲ့လိုကျမ်းစာတဲ့ကိလေသာတွေကိုပယ်ဖြတ်နိုင်လို့သီလဘိက္ခုအစစ်ဖြစ်သွားဖို့ပြောခဲ့ပါပြီအဲ့လိုအခြေခံရှိပြီးတော့သမာဓိဘိက္ခုနဲ့တရားမှတစ်ဆင့်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ပညာဘိက္ခုဖြစ်ဖို့ပေါ့လေဒီနေ့ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြပါမယ်
Sadhu says yesterday he has explained how to obtain the clear vision to see clearly all the true natures, following those teachings, practicing them gradually, to have well-trained physical, verbal and mental states, to destroy all sorts of defilements, through practicing those pure dhammas. Among those pure dhammas, as the foundation, there is the moral conduct through which one can easily overcome the defilements of transgression to become real Sila Bhikkhu. Without having well-founded foundation, it is really difficult to become Samadhi Bhikkhu as well as Panya Bhikkhu. So therefore, in the beginning, in the primary stage, all people who want to get rid of those suffering existences, they need to perform those precepts depending on which they can make further progress to become real Samadhi Bhikkhu and Panya Bhikkhu. Today Sadhu would like to explain how one could be a Samadhi Bhikkhu as well as Panya Bhikkhu, being well trained themselves in concentration as well as in wisdom.
Jesus, Buddha Swami Jatara, Ida Bhikkhu, Bhikkhu, Buddha, Buddha do Pasati, Buddha, ဖြစ်နေတာရှိနေတာကိုဖြစ်နေရှိနေတဲ့ယုတ်တော်နံတော်အစုကိုဘုရားတော်သူဖြစ်တဲ့ရှိတဲ့အတိုင်းပစ္စတိစိတ်အင်အားစုအပြည့်ဖြင့်ရှုတည်နေရမယ်တဲ့လုပ်ငန်းတွေကိုပြပါမယ်ဆရာ
To develop the high-leveled qualities, there is a brief instructions instruction given by the Buddha himself, such as Bhutang Bhutato Pasati. As the word of Buddha, that means there is. What is the thing which is there? Bhuta means all the aggregates which could be put in brief to call them mind and body. So in this world, as the existence, we have this physical and mental phenomena as mind and body. Those mind and bodies are there in our existence. Which are there in our existence, that should be seen clearly as they are. Bhutato means as they are. Pasati means to see. So which are there in our existence, that should be observed, that should be clearly seen as they are. That is the instruction how to develop those higher mental progressing powers.
Buddha တွေဖြစ်နေတယ်လို့ဆိုတော့အချင်းစစ်စစ်ရမှာထိုင်ရေးအပြုထိုင်ရင်ဖို့ထိုင်မှုမဖြာနာယုတ်ပါဆိုတော့ထိုင်တော့မယ်အပြုမှာပေါ့တရားထုတ်တဲ့ယောဂီပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်တရားပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပေါ့ဒီလိုတယောက်ထိုင်တော့မယ်အပြုမှာရှိဦးဆိုတာထိုင်ရင်တဲ့စိတ်ကလေးတွေပေါ်လာတယ်Buddha ပဲဘာဖြစ်လို့ပေါ်တယ်လို့ဆိုတော့မမရနေရတာသုံးဖို့သွားနေရတာညောင်းလို့ပေါ့လေဒါထိုင်ရင်တော့ညောင်းတော့တာအကြောင်းလေးထိုင်ရင်ကအကျိုးတရားလေးဒါမှမဟုတ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ယောဂီတွေအနေနဲ့ကထိုင်ရင်ကြလို့ပေါ့လေဒီချိန်ကတော့ထိုင်ရမယ့်အချိန်ပဲဆိုတော့ထိုင်ရင်ပြီးပြီးတော့စဉ်းစားဖို့ကြောင့်ထိုင်ရင်မှုလေးပေါ်လာတယ်ထိုင်ရမယ့်နေရာသွားတယ်ထိုင်ရင်မှုလေးကလည်းအကြောင်းကြောင့်ဖြစ်ပေါ်လာတာပဲကွာအကြောင်းကြောင့်ဖြစ်ပေါ်လာတယ်ဆိုရင်မျက်မှောက်တွေအနေအားဖြင့်ထိုင်ရင်မှုဖြစ်ခြင်းစိတ်အားအပြည့်နဲ့ရှိလိုက်လို့ရှိရင်အရင်နဲ့စိတ်ကလေးနဲ့သတ်မှန်လေးရှိတယ်အကြောင်းကြောင့်လည်းဖြစ်ပေါ်လာတယ်မျက်မှောက်တွေအနေအားဖြင့်လည်းပဲရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒါဘုဒ္ဓပဲအဲ့တော့ထိုင်ရင်တဲ့စိတ်အစဉ်စဉ်ကြောင့်ထိုင်ရင်အစဉ်စဉ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်မမကနေပြီးတော့ဒီလိုထိုင်ပြီးတော့ချတဲ့အခါကိုကြီးကဤလေလေးလေတောင်းလေဟောတယ်ဒါလေးသင်ရှားပါအဲ့ဒါတွေဟာထိုင်နေတဲ့စိတ်အစဉ်ချင်းကြောင့်ဒီပိဋိထိုင်ရည်ဖြစ်နေတာဒီချာချာစိတ်အားအပြည့်နဲ့ကတ်ရှိလို့ရှိရင်ခုနတောင်းလေတင်းလေလှုပ်လေဤလေလေးလေဆိုတာထိုင်ရည်အစဉ်ချင်းတွေညှိမုတ်တဲ့နေရာရှိနေတယ်အဲ့ဒါကိုကြည့်ထိုင်မိအပြုထိုင်ရင်မှုထိုင်မှုနှစ်ဖြာနာယုတ်ပါဆိုတော့လေအဲ့ဒါကိုကြည့်ရတယ်အဲ့ဒါလေးတွေကလွယ်လေးရစပြီးတော့ရှင်းရပါတယ်
Sayadaw says, if you try to get the example in your actual practice, suppose you are standing for longer period, or you are doing the walking meditation for longer period, and you want to sit after that. To have the action of sitting in your mind, there is the desire to sit. You cannot stand still all the time. If you try to stand all the time, there comes tiredness. When you feel tired, there comes the desire to sit. Because of that desire, the process of sitting is there. Whether it may be for the regular practitioners or for the ordinary people, if they pay attention towards the sitting act, there is the desire to sit, and there is the action of sitting. So the desire is mental process which is there as Buddha. And when you are sitting gradually from standing with proper noting as sitting, 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 so your body goes downward moment after moment. There will be some kind of pressure, some kind of tension, some kind of heaviness, some kind of movement following in each and every noting. So bit by bit, the downward movement action is there as sitting. So those actions are there as Buddha. So as the meditators, you have to see clearly all those things whenever they appear at the present moment while you are acting as sitting from standing. So the desire to sit also there as the mental process, and the process also there as the physical movement. The physical process, one after another, arising, each and every noting. So the tension is there while you are making movement. Pressure is there while you are making movement. Vibration is there while you are making movement. Heaviness is there while you are making movement. Stiffness is there while you are making movement with each and every noting. And those physical processes are present at that time there. So you are observing the process which is present in each and every moment in your practice. And you also can understand how those sitting process are there, because there is the cause as the desire to sit because of that desire which arises each and every moment, one after another, and the process also follows together with that desire as the physical process. So in this way, the mental processes are the causes and the physical processes are the effects. You can see the cause and effect process also there, and that is why it is said the practitioner or the person who want to see clearly the nature of physical and mental process, if they pay proper attention with their clear vision towards those phenomena, then they can see as they are at the same time.
In the Taizek Alama, Buddha Chete, Nana Yok, a Chow Yok Kipola, Kipo Vida, Yamogri Api, Shini, Nana Yok, Ahago, say Api, Shumania, Pelo Shua Faro, Buddha Dore. Chini that I see that I should have. Penny that the Tansha of you tiny love, penny love, and she love. Tiny level. No, you hear Tansha or do penny that Tansha, I will eat with your leisure. Tiny level. We will live on it. Tiny, Kilo sugar. Buddha door, sugar, Buddha, sugar, Java.
So in the brief instruction which the Buddha described how to see clearly, to have proper vision, Bhutang described the object to look at, to observe, and Bhutato is there, how to observe them. Bhutato means as they are. You have to observe them as they really are there at that moment when you want to observe them. So Bhutato is the way how to look at to that Bhuta object, and to look them carefully. So you need to have all the mental forces to get the object as they are. So there are the whole mental process also while you want to look them as they are. If you don't have that kind of mental strength, mental power, then you cannot observe the Bhuta as they are, or Bhutato. So therefore it is necessary to look at them carefully at the same time when the objects are there. To look at them at the same time, then you need to use all those mental forces which are necessary to see them as they are.
Taminya shooting of Chipa. Say a big heavy the Shiva. Say a big Solaga. Shoot Quincy's Yoko Aulo. Chokmans or Changa Sabi. Who be who one. Some of them make 625. Say a 7. They do take it and yes, I do see one of Buddha chicken. Tiny one. Nana, you shoot green one. Malota. Swim yet, money. Keep all that and a junior side. Anything. Done give you a shame that give you. Shoot holiday the holy one. But did you appear? And I say it has it. Tai Cha Jin, China, China, Kali to buy it to young as I will meet la solution, Ediboma secretary, super secretary, Kakabi, Chacha, some of the money making a kid. Eddie City Samari, don't you kid a guy? Give me a secretary, the same as December. Buddha kid there, the Bobo, secretary on Loki, secretary young body say, Uriaga. Kilita, Chicken, a beer, Chicken, a beer, and they never pay like pay like that. They have a chill in the beer and a Kilita, pay like pay chilling. The dear, a human that says, Kilita Muya, Cargo, Kilita. Say, Margo, Kilita, women are, Baggy, the women are. The Maria China, Buddha kid, sugar from all of the city, see you with it, Susie with it, Jan Royal. You hear me here to Susie with it. Anybody has to do the Madi, say something, don't you kid or a kite, say that Baggy that in the chin and give it. Say that in the Gili that is barking. The same as the chap and Jingle. Sajama says, you got a Chinese American Chinese and Ella Uriasati Samari, Kore, Samata, Samari, Diana, Samari Kanane, Kilidari, Perchenny, Samari Beku.
So to observe those physical and mental objects as sitting, you need to have strong mental power. Without having those power, you cannot see clearly to those objects. You couldn't discriminate them clearly what they are. So therefore, to look carefully to them, to watch carefully to them, to observe carefully to them, you need mental strength or mental power or mental energy. There are three types of mental energy as the concentration. So at first you have to direct your mind towards the sitting process. Whenever there arises the desire to sit, so if you can drive your mind towards the objects or towards the Buddha, and your mind energetically follow the arising Buddha object, then you can get the Buddha object, Buddha to, as they are or as it is. So through the effort, right effort, you will get both mental and physical objects as Buddha, and you can see them Buddha to, or this is the mental process and this is the physical process. Because of this mental process, this physical process is occurring. So there is the right effort to get the object. If the right object precisely falling into your practice, that right effort is there to drive away the mental defilements which can easily arise if there won't be any mental effort. So the right effort destroys the defilements at that moment when the right effort is working precisely. If you have that mental power as right effort in your practice, then another mental energy also appears in your practice. Together with the balanced effort, there arises observing power or awareness to get the object clearly, persistently, concurrently at the same time. This is the desire to sit as the mental object, and this is the process of sitting. So your mind follows with physical and mental objects when there will be right observing power or the awareness in your practice. Because of the effort you are enabled to drive away the defilement. When again there comes another mental power as the observing power, at that time your mind is totally protected from the defilement. You will get security at that time. So the observing power is there to protect your mind not to have any kind of defilement arising in your mind until the power is governing there to protect you. So the right observing power will protect your mind not to arise any defilement. So one prevent the defilement, another protect the defilement. If your mind is free from defilement, there isn't any disturbance and obstacle in your noting. Another mental power follows together again as the concentration group, or as the concentration, not the group, as the concentration. So when concentration will be there, your mind doesn't wander here and there. It will stay fixed on the object as the Buddha. Your mind becomes steady, firm, stable on the object. When your mind is steady, firm, stable on the object, there won't be any flickering state of mind. Your mind will be in really good condition to be out of the defilements. So in this way, when there will be these three mental groups as the concentration group, try to see yourself. To your mind, could there arise any kind of defilements? You have to give the answer no. There couldn't arise any kind of defilements. So therefore it is said, there are those mental groups as the mental powers through which mental defilements could be destroyed or drive away, and your mind will become clear and pure at that time. If you have those mental powers for one noting, and in that one noting you are free from defilements. If you have ability to note for 10 times your mind is free from all sorts of defilements. If you are enabled to note them for 20 times, 20 times you are free from those defilements. So in this way, you can yourself clearly see how those defilements are easily destroyed when you possess real mental powers as the concentration groups. During that moment, you could be called the Samadhi Bhikkhu.
That's the way I study Samadhi. Say it strong in the body. Bravo, a young Yavia, suicide, child, say in the Pila. Secret tension, say you kissing with secret tension. Say you kissing with a serious kid. Pila, I've never seen a dead on it. Then you say, since should win Buddha and the should be the same dead. And the body the permission. You know, Tanya say a single. King that guy you to see how eat, down the saddle. Give the water to me and God, I lead to see that the water and lead. Let me see the Yamisi point out. Buddha and the Yashima say that King that guy be quite by Miyavi to see Yamisi point out. Chekuman Doja, Pasandita. Chekuman Doja, Nyami Shido Puguruda, Pasandi. Pico Pita, Shigo Shita, Ninja,
Sadhu says, when the yogis enabled to possess all those mental powers in each and every moment, whenever there will be the Buddha object, physical or mental, they can clearly perceive those objects. Gradually they will gain another strength to have accurate noting and knowing. At the same time, when those objects are there, your timing and aiming becomes precise. Then there arises another mental factor as the knowing factor. When your timing and aiming is precisely falling on the object, you never miss the object with those three concentration groups. If you don't miss those objects, there comes precisely seeing the objects. Clear vision arises at that moment. Here is the desire to sit as the mental object. You know that mental object clearly, and after that the sitting process is there in each and every noting, sitting, sitting, sitting. At that time you can see how the sitting process falling downward bit by bit as the tension, stiffness, heaviness, movement, pressure, tightness, easiness sometimes, So in that way, all these physical processes also could be seen clearly. Right understanding is there. And that right understanding is the clear vision. So therefore it is said, Chakkhumanta cha passanti. Those who have clear vision, then they can see all the phenomenal aspects clearly. So that is why all these processes are important. All these mental factors are important to see clearly each and every physical and mental processes, and to have clear vision on them without having all those defiling factors which are clouding your mind, clouding your understanding, clouding your visions. At first you have the clarity of your mind when you possess those three concentration groups. After that you will have clear vision to get another types of understanding through which all sorts of powerful defilements could be destroyed. So in this way, Sayadaw says, when you possess all those mental powers and you use them at the same time, when the Bhuta object will be there, you can see them Bhutato as they are. Then you will become the Chakkhumanta, those who possess the eyes as the wisdom. Because of the clear vision in your each and every noting, you can clearly understand the process of physicality and mentality with clear differentiation. There won't be any kind of wrong vision at that time. You are free from those wrong visions and wrong ideas. When you are free from wrong vision and wrong ideas, momentarily you are destroying the dormant defilement or dormant impurities through those clear visions or proper understanding of those physical and mental processes.
တွဲနေမျက်စိကလည်းအဲ့ဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တယောက်ဟာတဏှာဘာဝတွေစုံတွေ့ကြတယ်စုံတွေ့တော့အခြားတဏှာသွားလို့ပေါ့လေတယောက်ကစတယ်အကျိုးကအကန့်ဘယ်နဲ့လဲမောင်ကန်းဘုတ္တနိယမှာတော့စသည်တော့ဆက်ပြီးပေါ်တယ်ဆိုရဲဒီမတော်ဘူးလားပေါ့ဟာမင်းကငါပြောရတယ်မင်းလည်းပဲခြေတော့ပါတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်မှာပဲမင်းလည်းမတော်ဘူးလားအေးဟုတ်သားပဲပြီးတော့တို့နှစ်ယောက်ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီနေရာသွားကြဆိုပြီးတော့နှုတ်တိုင်နေတယ်နှုတ်တိုင်နေတဲ့အခါကျတော့အကျိုးကအကန့်ကအကျိုးကမိမိပခုံးမှာတင်ပြီးတော့လမ်းတော့ဖြစ်သွားတယ်အကျိုးကတော့ခြေောက်မပါလို့မသွားနိုင်ဘူးအကန့်ကတော့မျက်စိမပါလို့မသွားနိုင်ဘူးတို့နှစ်ယောက်ပေါင်းလိုက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့အကျိုးကအကန့်ပေါ်မှာရောက်ပြီးတော့လေဝဲလာမလိုက်နဲ့နေရာလာတော့ဒီနားမှာခလုတ်တွေပါပြင်းနေပါလိမ့်တိုက်ဆက်ရှိတယ်လို့သွားစားတယ်အမိပေးတာအဲ့တော့အမိပေးတော့လို့တဲ့ခီးစီသူတို့လူကရောက်သွားတာပဲဒါလိုပဲစိတ်တဲ့နဲ့လည်းပဲခေါင်းကထိုင်အစဉ်စဉ်ဖြစ်နေဘူးရုပ်တဲ့နဲ့လည်းပဲစိတ်မပါဘူးနဲ့ဖြစ်နေတယ်နှစ်ခုပေါင်းလိုက်တဲ့အခါကျမှအညွှန်းညာလိတိတာဆိုတာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ထိုင်နေတဲ့စိတ်အစဉ်စဉ်နဲ့ထိုင်အစဉ်စဉ်ပြီးတော့ပြည်ပြီးပေါ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်ဆိုတာပူပြောပြီးဖြစ်နေတာဆိုအဲ့ဒီနာယုတ်ကတပါအခြားအပူတွေမပါဘူးဆိုတာပေါ့ဒါလေးဘောပေါက်နားလည်မှတော့ရှင်းရှင်းလေးသိတတ်တာ
Sayadaw says, as much as you try to develop those understanding with proper practice, using all those mental energies in your practice, more and more clarity you will gain in your understanding. You will have more sharpening vision to discriminately look at towards those physical and mental phenomena. Before that, you may think everything could be done whenever you think, but actually it is not so. Only one object cannot do anything, only one process couldn't create any object. There should be helping process together. Suppose if you have only desire to sit, if you don't have body, how you could sit? If you have only say the body as sitting, if you don't have any desire to sit, you never can sit. So therefore, there will come the understanding because of this desire as the cause, and because of the process of that sitting, the sitting process is there as the Buddha. If there won't be desire, and if there won't be sitting physical object, there couldn't be any action as sitting. So there is the mental object as cause and the physical object as the effect. So in this way, clarity will come more and more, and apart from those two phenomenal aspects, there isn't any other second or third aspect to activate the sitting. Sayadaw gives an example. Once there met two persons. One is blind and another is crippled. One hasn't got legs, another hasn't got eyes. And the cripple said to the blind one, I have heard there are some places where you can get plenty of food.